It's not a big thing, it's not a difference, it's just part of who I am. It's not how I define myself.
We are fearful of the unknown. You know, we need to learn about the people that we work with. We've got to get that knowledge out there.
I worry about being prejudged as a gay person or as a lesbian rather than being Carly.
I didn't come out with bells and whistles on and a big party and pom-poms. I just tried to make it a natural part of growing up and adolescence and into becoming an adult. So in a way, National Coming Out Day is to me, it shouldn't be a thing, but it's great because it gives us the platform and the opportunity to keep talking about it being a normal part of life. If you happen to fall in love with someone of the same gender, it doesn't make you any lesser than anyone else. I just want it to be a natural part of conversation that I happen to be married to a woman, rather than this big deal, a big song and dance about how I might be different. Anything that can encourage others to be open and be themselves, then I think we have to do it, because you can't be your best until you're yourself.
When you think about coming out, it's one of those things that you don't just do once. Every time you meet somebody new, or any time you're in a new social situation, as soon as you tell somebody new that you're gay, you're coming out again and again and again. I think over time it gets easier, and I think it gets better, but until you actually know somebody's feelings or thoughts around your sexuality, you're always cautious about whether or not you should do so. My area director was absolutely phenomenal. You know, she's really, really open to anybody. Because she was so liberal and because she was so open about anybody being the person that they wanted to be, she told everybody that I was gay in a bank manager meeting quite openly. All I remember at the time is, oh my goodness, you know, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And what I found over the long term is actually improved my relationships with the people around me. They wanted to talk more openly about things with me, and you know, the refreshing thing is today is that these bank managers that worked with me back then are some of my closest friends. And you know, and for me, it's just a great feeling that something I was so scared of was forced upon me. But at the same time, we've got to really be careful about how we approach people coming out in the workplace and making sure it's right for them and not forced upon them.
So I went to work telling people when I had a girlfriend that actually it was a boyfriend. I felt like I was hiding something or even lying to people, you know, that worked with me, that were close to me. So I felt guilty. The truth of it was, I think I couldn't really admit it to myself. And the thought of my friends suddenly seeing me in a different way, it scared me. But eventually, it was one person that I was quite close to, and it was a Monday morning, and we were having a conversation about our weekend, and I got a little bit emotional, and I said, I need to tell you something. And she said, what's wrong? And, you know, I think she was worried, really worried about me. And I said, I need to tell you that my boyfriend is actually a girlfriend. And the smile that came across her face, I think it was one of relief. And she said, oh, Carly, I was worried. That's fantastic, you know. And her response to me just made everything feel better. What we did then was we had a really fantastic conversation, and she said to me, so how would you like us to maybe tell other people? What do you want to do? And I thought that was a fantastic reaction. I think it made me realise then that actually it wasn't my work at all that was the issue. It wasn't TSB, it was myself.
It's not a challenge for me now to talk about my sexuality in work. It's not a challenge for me now to tell people about who the real me is.
I feel very lucky at TSB that I don't think I've ever been judged by my sexuality negatively, ever.
The truth is, I don't think it matters within TSB at all. It mattered to me.
I think it's really important people feel completely able to be themselves at work, because it creates a happier, more friendly working environment, and I think a more successful one. And it also connects us more with our customers and helps us connect with a Britain that's inclusive and a Britain that we all want to be part of.